For more on this, I'm now joined by Richard Johnson, lecturer in US politics and international relations at Lancaster University in the UK. Hello, thank you very much indeed for your time. Now, Germany has long been accused by US administrations, Donald Trump certainly not the first, to accuse Germany of failing to contribute its fair share to NATO operations. But Donald Trump particularly hard on Germany today, wasn't he?
Yes, I mean, I think it's important to note that Trump's criticism of NATO countries not paying their fair share is actually a long-standing tradition of American presidents. John F. Kennedy complained that Western Europe was living off the fat of the land, and the US had been very generous to it, and it was time for the United States to look after itself. Barack Obama complained about free riders in NATO and congratulated Greece for paying 2% of its GDP, and he said if Greece can do it, then the rest of NATO can as well. Trump's comments directed specifically to Germany, I think, speak to a parallel situation, which is that Trump really wants Angela Merkel to go. It's been basically an open secret that members of the diplomatic corps in Berlin, representing the US government, have been supportive of people who have tried to undermine Merkel, and Trump has been gunning for Merkel. He's shown no affection or collegiality with her since their first meeting. Of course, Merkel's hands are tied because her coalition partners, the Social Democrats, are against increasing defense spending to the 2% level. And so realistically, even if Merkel wanted to do what Trump is asking her to do, she would find it very difficult to do so because of domestic politics in Germany.
Now, these divisions we're seeing at the summit already, would you say they're benefiting Russia, whose leader Trump will be meeting soon?
I think anything that undercuts the NATO alliance probably is going to be bolstering Russia. And I think that when Trump made the comment just before he left the United States that he was expecting his dealings with Vladimir Putin to be the easiest of his meetings between NATO, the UK, and Russia is cause for some concern. More fundamentally, I think that Donald Trump has, unlike other presidents, and this is where he's different, has questioned the point of NATO entirely. He called it obsolete when he was running for president of the United States. And whether or not he would take the leap to taking the United States out of NATO entirely, he might do things like lift sanctions on Moscow, which had been implemented after the intervention in Crimea. And so if Trump does something like that to try and signal his displeasure with NATO, then Russia clearly is the winner out of that.
All right, thank you very much indeed, Richard Johnson, for joining us there from Lancaster.